YouTube, your girl is back. Your girl is back with another video. Happy New Year's, my YouTube family. I am coming to you all on the first day of 2022, and I hope everyone has brought this New Year's in feeling happy, feeling blessed, feeling renewed, and this is the first live of the new year. I'm going to give everybody time to go ahead and fall on in and watch me today. I'm pretty sure everyone is probably with family and just bringing in the new year, the right way, some people I know a lot of times in my household, we used to eat like a get together and eat collard greens and black eyed peas and all that good stuff. So I'm pretty sure everyone's probably with family today or just chilling around. But I just wanted to come chat with you all for a little bit for the new year. So thank you all for tuning in. And if you are listening to my beautiful voice and you are not subscribed, Happy New Year, Velma Harrison. Happy New Year. But yes, if you are listening to my beautiful voice and you are not subscribed, what are you doing? What are you doing? Go ahead and subscribe. Turn those post notifications on so that way you'll be notified every time I post. Hey, baby girl 281. Happy New Year. Hi. Thank you all for joining. So, like I said, I'm going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to always leave my videos up for replay. So, if anyone is not able to catch me live, that's okay. No problem at all. You can catch me, in the replay. So no problem. Hey, CC's Life. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. I hope everyone is enjoying. So I ain't going to keep y'all too long. It's kind of funny because y'all yesterday it was New Year's Eve and honey baby I was over here on the floor. Those people in my neighborhood was shooting their guns, honey. It sounded like uh we was in the it sounded like, honey, we was in a war somewhere, honey. See, I'm bougie, y'all. I'm bougie and ghetto, okay? I'm bougie because I have a lot of wonderful credentials. I can get very classy and bougie on you, honey. But I'm still somebody who's very frugal. So yeah, I don't live too far from the black people, and black people like to go outside and shoot their guns on New Year. So I was on the floor yesterday. Hey, oh yeah, let's talk about it. Hey, Thomas City, Happy New Year, Happy New Year. Thank you all for joining and talking to me tonight. So let's go ahead and get started. So first thing first, before we get to talking about Latrice, honey, because girl, it don't went down. It on went down with Latrice, and we're going to get into some things, honey. Before we get into some things, I just want to give a quick shout out to Keisha Kaylee. Keisha Kaylee has become a homeowner, you guys. She has finally purchased her forever home. So I just want to give a big shout out to her, girl. Keep doing your thing. That is what Black Girl Magic looks like. And it was very funny because the other day, right before she made the announcement, I was scrolling through YouTube, catching up on things, and I saw that Toya had did a live on her. And it was the usual, drag session on Keisha, and Toya was pretty much just recapping, everything that went down with Keisha. And she just pretty much was saying how, oh, Keisha's life is so trash and she never shows us anything epic. That, that's the part of the video that I had made it to, when she was just saying she's never shown us anything epic. She's never shown us any date nights. Her life is just trash. And then boom, I see that Keisha posts her beautiful home on Instagram. See, that goes to show you that, you guys, it doesn't matter what we go through in life. It doesn't matter what trials and tribulations we face. It does not matter who got cheated on, how many times you and your man done got into it and got back together, what embarrassing situation you've been in on the internet, how many people don't like you. Hey, Petey Proud. Hey, girl. Hey. But yeah, it doesn't matter how many people don't like you, how many pages have drug you fulfilled, how many people you done got into it with. It does not matter. At the end of the day, what God has for you is for you, and He's going to bless us regardless. God knows our hearts, and we may not always make the best decisions. We may not always do everything right. But at the end of the day, when you're someone who has a good heart, and when God can see what you're really trying to do, He's going to make sure that those blessings that you have been praying for, he's going to make sure they come too. She has been talking about wanting to be a homeowner, wanting to have her forever home, and at the end of the day, that has happened for her, and that is something that we can celebrate regardless. I know she ain't a lot of people's favorite person. I know a lot of things have transpired on this platform, but to see a young black woman, own some property, something that she can pass down to her children, to see her, create some generational wealth, that is something that we can all step back and say, you know what, girl, you did a good job. Period. It doesn't matter about all the extra stuff that goes on. And we can sit on the internet and we can talk about who cheated on who and who said what about who and all that. Then guess what we can also do? We can take a step back to let another black woman know, girl, you did a good job. So you doing the damn thing, girl, and I'm proud of you. So that's just a shout out that I wanted to give to Keisha Kaylee. But moving on to my girl Latrice, honey. Ooh, y'all, I should have brought me some drink in this room, a little water, because to keep my throat, a little wet, because honey, this is a lot, and I'm gonna try to condense it because, like I said, I know a lot of people still, celebrating the New Year, so I don't want to hold y'all long. But baby, when I tell you, whew, Latrice, she brought the New Year in a very interesting way. And I am just pretty sure that this is going to be a very interesting week on Facebook and YouTube. So the last we talked about Latrice, I talked about her going live and her pretty much just venting because, she has been going back and forth with Lele and Coco. They have been accusing her of trying to get their pages taken and all of that. And so we had a conversation about that. And, Latrice was just pretty much saying that she was fed up. Now in the midst of her being fed up with Lele and Coco, Latrice also spoke out and she also said that she was fed up with fake friends. She was fed up with people coming around her helping people, her, having a good heart, trying to help people come out of their sunken place, and then they turn around and they get up with her enemies and turn on her. So she had this whole live and she was just talking about, how going into the new year, hey, Miss Darlene, happy new year to you as well. But yes, she was just saying how going into the new year, she's going to be very careful about, who she lets around her because she's sick and tired of people, coming into her life, falling out with her, and then linking up with people who don't like her. So everyone was speculating, and I mean, pretty much everyone saw that she was probably speaking about Keisha T. So the word on the street with Keisha T was Keisha T and Diamond had linked up and I guess were being friendly. And I saw a clip where Keisha T went live and she pretty much was saying that regardless of who Latrice had fell out with, she don't have anything to do with that. So it was kind of odd, and I was feeling her as well. I've been through the same thing as well. I was feeling where she was coming from. So we're going to get into it. But yeah, Keisha T pretty much went live initially and was just pretty much trying to be neutral and trying to just say, I don't have anything to do with that, blah, 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 blah. Hey, happy new year. Happy new year. Thank you for joining. But yeah, and Latrice was like, that's bull crap. That's bull crap because a lot of people who have fell out with me have spoke about me and my children. They've tried to do things to me and my children. They've tried to take food out of my mouth. So how can you love me and call me a friend, but yet you're buddy with the people who are trying to destroy me? And I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna talk about the back and forth with her, Coco and Lele. Then I'm gonna get on her and Keisha T last. Hey, Naya Love, how you doing? I 100% feel where Latrice is coming from when it comes to that whole friendship thing because I feel the exact same way. I don't care what go on. At the end of the day, if somebody is being malicious to me, talking to me, trying to tarnish my brand, trying to bring me down as a person, and you consider yourself my friend, I'm going to look at you very much so sideways if you go over there and start mingling with that person because 9 times out of 10, you probably met the person through me. First of all, so it ain't like y'all had y'all own personal connection. And second of all, if someone can do something evil to me or go against me, what why would it benefit you to go over there and link up with them, link up with them? So I was feeling where she was coming from. Hey, OC girl, how you doing? How you doing? Baby girl says, I feel Keisha T, but it's Diamond. Diamond is the sneaky one. She's trying to be friends with everyone. Exactly. Yes, it's Diamond is definitely trying to be nice nasty with it, you know. And I'm gonna get into that as well. Like I said, I'm gonna go ahead and talk about her and Coco and Lele and get that out the way, and then I'm gonna go into the Keisha T thing last because that was very interesting. YouTube viewer says that was a scheme move by Coco. He said on his live yesterday that Keisha was on his payroll and he would be in Sarasota. That is interesting. Yes, happy 2022. Happy New Year, Josephine. Happy New Year. Baby girl says, I agree. But yes, Darlene says, sorry, say none of them was never her friend before all this stuff with Coco. God tired of the mess, and he also saw trees who they were he also trying to show Treese who they was, but she was missing it. Right. I don't like that. Right. So I will say this. The biggest thing before we even get into all the breakdown of the drama, I would say that Latrice has to understand that, and like I said, Latrice is, I'm not trying to make it seem like she's innocent. I'm not trying to make it seem like she's perfect. But I will say this. A baby girl says, I'm sorry, I dislike Coco. Yeah. He's not he's not a good character in my head either. I don't really like him either. Not and I don't like to say I don't like people because I don't know him, but it's from what I don't like what he has displayed. Let me just say that. But Latrice is going to have to understand that, you're going to have to learn how to elevate. That's what I will say to Latrice. You're going to have to understand that God blessed you with these things for a reason. He blessed you with the ability to be a self-made millionaire off of social media for a reason. He's trying to take you different places and he is trying to elevate you. And even though, we all like to stay within our comfort zone and we like to help people and we don't want to, because a lot of times when people start getting money, they want to hold on to they want to remain humble, right? They want to, not get too caught up in it. They want to bring everybody with them. They want to keep their day ones around or who they thought were their day ones. But sometimes everybody just is not going to have a seat at the table that God is preparing for you. And you're going to have to learn to get around people who are on your level. I will say that to Latrice. You have got to stop surrounding yourself with people who are simply just not where you are in life. OC girl says, I don't like Coco either. He is full of it, baby. And I'm gonna get into that. So I'm gonna talk about him and Lele and that whole situation, and I'm gonna get into how full of shit he is. Okay. YouTube, you say exactly. That is a way of isolation to elevate. This is sort of like a purge. Yeah. And it could look like, well, to the outside looking in, or to people who don't like Latrice, they can be like, well, it gotta be her. It gotta be her. Everybody keep falling out with her. But this is how I see it. All of the people who she's fell out with, she has helped in some type of way. And Delaney says, I want Treese to see that God has more of her. Right. And that is, I will say, Latrice's downfall. I will say that she has this tunnel vision and she wants to keep certain people around her. I think that she's scared to hop out there and start living the type of lifestyle that goes along with the type of success she has. You have to change. Change and growth is necessary when you are bringing in the type of money and the type of success and attention that you're bringing in. You have got to let go a lot of these old habits. Linking up with people who don't got nothing and thinking that just because they can be an aid to you or a help to you, that you can just throw them a couple of dollars and they're gonna continue to be loyal to you. Latrice has got to let that mindset go, because at the end of the day, if these are grown, able-bodied people who who a lot of times don't even have a roof over their own head, then that goes to show you a lot about them. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't judging nobody. I know that things happen. I know that hard times can strike anybody. So I'm not trying to put anybody down. But there have just been too many situations where she has had to extend her hand to grown, able-bodied people and expecting that they're going to be a good, beneficial help to them. But a lot of times, if they haven't even learned how to help themselves in life, because these are not young people, these are older people. These are people who should have had it figured out by now. If these people can't even help themselves, what type of help are they going to be to you? Regardless of how much money you have. Yeah, no, God has praying words on her corners, and unbeknownst to her, she's really scared. Yeah, she definitely. I'm praying for her because she's definitely gonna have to change it up, because you can't keep bringing around these people who they need you. They're here for you when you're doing everything for them. But the minute you are not perfect, or the minute that you all have a back and forth, they flee the scene and expose you and want to link up and tear you down. That's not good. Her heart is too good. Until she stopped this, this will never end. She don't need to get nothing else right. Yeah. And then that's what I'm saying. So, she definitely needs to learn that she's going to have to change her environment. And when I say change the environment, change who you bring around you, change this around, get you some friends who on your level. I know a lot of people don't like going out here making new friends. I know people are not trustworthy, especially, she's in the Atlanta area. There are a whole lot of scammers, there. And you don't have to be buddy with people. And you don't have to invite people in your home. And, you don't have to be too personal with people, but, surround yourself and network with people who have what you have, or who have more than what you have. Those are the people who you're going to be able to win with. As far as having day-to-day help in your business, in your warehouse, or whatever you're trying to do, hire the professionals, pay the professionals. But bringing your little friends from Sarasota who already got a lot going on, who already couldn't even get their own life together, and trying to get them opportunity, it just isn't working. It's a good idea. It's something that, every celebrity I think has tried to put their people on and employ their people first. It's a wonderful idea, but if it ain't working, it's time to change up the recipe, and it's time to find something different. It's time that you may just need to say, look, when I go back home to Sarasota and I see people who I love and who was my day ones, we can have fun. I throw them a couple dollars, if they need it, but they can't work with me. You can't keep mixing business and pleasure. Sometimes you have to just leave people where they at and love them from where they at. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, she needs to meet celebrities that are low key for T dates and PR come. Yeah, she needs to start, getting out there and start mixing and mingling and networking. It doesn't mean that you have to tell these people all your business. It doesn't mean that you have to be buddy, but you have to put yourself out there more. Baby girl says she's looking for love. Yeah, I think she does want a man as well. I think she's looking for love, but she's gonna have to understand she is a certain caliber of woman now. And I know that she tries to remain as normal as possible, but with as much as she has, the type of men that you're attracted, or the type of men that you want to bring in, they're going to continue to use you and try to take advantage of you. She's going to have to, change it up, get you somebody who's successful, get you, you may have to get you a man who got him a little piece of change, but you can't keep trying to bring these people from the bottom to the top with you, because it's not working, because the people that you bring from the bottom to the top, or they're just not solid people and they don't know how to keep it real. But I'm gonna get into that in a second. So let's talk about her and Lele and Coco. So like I said, the last time we talked about them, it was in response to some, I guess, Lele trying to kind of allude that Latrice was messing with her page or whatever. And, Latrice did the live. And so Lele ended up responding. It was a whole back and forth. There were video clips being played where I guess, Lele was, Darlene says, I cried for her for real. I've been through the same thing till I had to wake up, and by the time I did, they broke me down. Only God got me back to me. I don't think she's looking for love only for me. I think that I think that she just wants genuine people around her. I think she wants to have all of her friends and family, and I think she wants to build an empire with people who she's already known and who she's already loved. I think that she does not want to go out here and make new friends, because I feel like she's trying to remain grounded. I feel like she knows that she wouldn't blend in with the average millionaire, right? Because she's just not the stereotypical person who has money. She's someone who's just like anybody else that we know in our family. And I think that she's afraid to put herself out there, but she's going to have to change it up, because this is getting ridiculous, because it's going to end up ruining the brand that she's trying to build. Blessing Alexander says Treese needs to go to etiquette classes, mentoring God, and a whole lot of therapy. Yeah, I mean, that's a fair observation. I think that she definitely needs to understand. It's kind of like this, kind of like, and this is not to be shady to Latrice or whatever, but it's just kind of like the Monique was saying with the whole bunnet thing. I saw it from two different ways, right? When Monique was trying to give young women advice about how to carry themselves, she was coming from, I understand where she was coming from, even though it's kind of like sometimes you gotta mind your business, Monique. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I feel like she has to understand that, when you have as much as an audience as you have, no, you don't have to be fake. No, you don't have to get on here with your makeup beat at 5 o'clock in the morning. No, you don't have to come on here with eyelashes on. You don't have to do all that. But there is a certain level of couth, I guess would say, that you need to display just for the sake of, just for the sake of decency in certain situations. So I can say there are certain areas that she can clean up a little bit. But like I said, she's still trying to remain herself. So I can understand the battle that she's having. Baby girl said, I agree. I think she wants people to love her for I think she wants people to love her how she loves. Right. I think she's expecting her from people. And that's the thing. That's where you make your first mistake. You can't expect people to operate exactly how you operate. Stop expecting you from people who are not you. Just because you may do this or you may do that doesn't mean that everyone else is going to operate that way. And that's why she always ends up so frustrated and so hurt, because she's expecting these people to do exactly what she wants them to do or operate how she would. And that's just not how it works. Unfortunately, we are all different people. And that's one thing people have to understand. Stop taking it personal. When people show you who they are, don't take it personal. Just move accordingly from then on. That's why I said she needs to understand, instead of being hurt and scorned because all these people keep coming into her life and using her and turning on her for whatever reason, and they probably have a right to feel a type of way about certain things that may have transpired. But don't take it personal. Just change it up. Stop trying to mix business and pleasure, because it just doesn't work. The people who you are personally invested in don't have the capacity to help you as you need to be helped. Blessing says Latrice is not genuine at all. Everybody can't be lying. I think that she has. This is what I think about Latrice. I think that she is someone who loves hard, but I think that she also is looking for people to come in and help her grow her empire, which could come across a bit selfish to people that are around her. I feel like she is always thinking of the next move to make herself bigger, not realizing that the people that she's bringing in, they have real life issues and they have a story as well. And everyone is not about to come into your life and cater to what you're trying to bring just because you got the dollars. That is what I will say. I think that she feels that just because she's wealthy, that everyone should be on board to do exactly what she needs them to do. But what she's going to have to understand is people have their own lives and their own agendas, and they have the right to want to do what they want to do. And just because you have the resources to make their life better in your eyes, their vision for themselves may be different. So you can't get too mad or too invested in people. Just like I said, there are staffing. If you need help, there are staffing agencies out here. There are employers out here who will help you find good help, trustable, people that you can trust, and dependable help. You just may have to spend a little dollars, or extra couple dollars. You may have to go to some, you know what I'm saying? But you're gonna have to reach out to somebody professional if you're looking for help building your brand. Yeah, she said she's gonna have to work on herself. She needs a strong elder. She definitely needs a professional public relations team or some professional marketing. She needs someone in her corner who has experience in this industry, because she's going to invite the wrong person in, and they're going to, because it's already happened, right? She's already invited a couple of the wrong people in. But if she's not careful, she's going to bring the wrong person around. Is going to tear her to shreds. So she needs to strongly consider, getting more professional people on her team to help her with her brand. Yeah, I had to learn. I understand her pain. Just, I wish people would stop saying she's looking for love from a man, because I really don't believe it's only man. I don't really believe it's only a man. I think it's just she's looking for an empire from everybody. Yeah, she needs everything. But I see her heart. She has a good heart. I think she definitely has a good heart. I just think that she needs a little help. One second, y'all. But yeah, let's see. I'm my bad, y'all. It says she wants to be around people who have less than her so she can feel important, but she can't be around people who have more than her because she'll lose that important. Um, I mean that's a valid observation. That's a valid observation. That could be. I think, and I don't think it's malicious. I think that she's doing it unintentionally. Like I think that she does because the people try to paint her as this evil person who's intentionally trying to bring people down. I don't think it's that. I think that she just may have some confidence issues. Like I think that she's not confident in her ability to dominate around others who are just as successful as she is. So I don't think it's a situation where she's just maliciously doing this. But yes, that is a good observation. I can definitely tell that she is uncomfortable changing it up and she needs to start changing it up. So basically when with situation with her and Lele ended up, Lele ended up responding. It ended up being a back and forth. Lele ended up getting on here and she set the record straight. Everyone was asking her about, how do you feel about Latrice? Coco continuously speaking on Latrice. That was the biggest thing. Because like everyone is pretty much seeing it for what it is. Coco is the one keeping this mess going with Lele and Latrice. Pretty much, he started it and he the one keeping it going. And everyone was pretty much asking Lele, like, Lele, how do you feel about um Latrice? Coco continuously speaking on Latrice all the time. And Lele responded back and she was like, well, I don't give a damn. She tried to annihilate this man. She tried to assassinate his character. So I don't care what he says about her. And I was like, girl, what? Now, before I get into my thoughts on that, let me get into some comments. And I'm gonna tell y'all what I thought about that statement because that was just when she said that, I was like, okay, I was trying to see where you was coming from, Lele, but girl, what? But let's get into the comments. Therese needs to deal with her inner child. She has some issues, but she needs to resolve from her child. Yeah, she needs there. Yeah, that's to say you can tell there's a lot of trauma there. There's a lot of trauma there. And I don't, like I said, I don't think it's malicious. I don't think she's intentionally trying to belittle people. I think this comes from a lot of trauma that she's been through. So her sister got charged. Oh, dang, I hate that. Mm, 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 mm. Sister girl, what Latrice you because I don't see what you're saying. Well, a lot of people don't see things the way I see it. This is what I see. Like I said, she definitely got a lot of work to do. I'm not saying she's an angel, but I try to look at things realistically. It's not her real sister. People think Lele and Coco never do no wrong. Right, right. Baby girl said yes, and Lele is slow. All book says no common sense, low self-esteem. Yeah. I can definitely say that Lele got some issues too, because when she said that, I was like, okay, Lele, baby, what you talking about? Hmm. Let's see. It says there's a low vibe from Lele because she's gonna get it. Yeah, but this is the crazy part about it. Lele and Coco got into it a few months back, and she blasted him for being lazy and not wanting to work and being jealous of women. So what are you talking about, man? Blessing says, what's crazy to me is that Layla did not show any concern about how Coco treated her at all. Instead, she was more pressed on Latrice. I think Layla has issues has issues such as self-esteem too. Yeah, I think that Layla got some issues too. Because I like I said, I hadn't really followed the whole Layla and Coco thing until recently. So I was trying to give her the benefit of the doubt. But when she said that, I was like, girl, are you crazy? What do you mean she tried to annihilate this man? She was nice enough to let this man come into her home after he got out of prison with no money and no job. Let's just start there. She was nice enough to extend an invitation for him to come into her home, regardless of if it was for her benefit because she was wanted a man. It doesn't matter. He came into her home around her children. He ate good. He got plenty of money and gifts and clothes and trips and all type of stuff. So at the end of the day, after they had a sour breakup and words were exchanged, for him to come on the internet and brag about using her, what else was she supposed to do? So you're trying to make it seem as if Coco, and this is with Lele, she's trying to make it seem like as Coco is this innocent person that didn't do anything wrong. She tried to annihilate this man character. What the hell character did we have? We didn't care about him. We would not even know who he was if it wasn't for Latrice. You're acting as if he had some type of brand or some type of image to uphold when he is the same person who came on here and gloated and bragged about having a paymaster. He called her a paymaster. He called her a sugar mama. He was on here excited as hell as a grown man to tell thousands of people that he was over there slanging penis for a check, baby. He annihilated his own character. He annihilated his own character. Latrice didn't have to do that. He did it to himself. We understand that couples argue and go through things. So when Latrice was going in on him, we all knew that she was hurt. We all knew there was plenty of time she took him right back after she got on here and dogged him out. So whatever argument they had back and forth wasn't what took the cake. What took the cake for most people was his gloating and his admitting that he was using her and never attracted to her, ma'am. So what do you mean? And even then, you mean to tell me you're okay with your man talking about another woman more than he's talking about you? He got her name in his mouth more than he talk about you. It says, baby girl, yes, I believe that. He loved this mess. He eating it up. He is eating it up for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. As long as it's bringing the cash out. It says, and she's not into Coco the way he's into her. She's going to hurt him. Yeah, she better watch out because her day is coming. Never laugh at another woman's pain. If you sit up here and you watch a man dog the hell out of another woman, what you think he's gonna do to you when it's your turn? What you think he's gonna do to you? Shirley says she likes to brag about her money to people who have less, but she can't brag to those who have way more. Let's see. Next comment. It says, well, that's her fault. Whose fault is it, Katrina? Darlene says, I was gonna say that's her past life. It says, what type of woman will let her man talk? Exactly. Like, what type of woman want to sit around? I don't care what your ex-girlfriend did to you. I don't care if your ex-girlfriend threw a hot pan of boiling water in your eye. I do not want to hear about no other woman all day, every day, 24/7. That is annoying. It has got to be annoying that we can't even embrace each other and indulge in PDA without having to talk about your ex-girlfriend. That is obnoxious. Like, what the hell are you talking about, lady? It says, thank you. We wouldn't know any of them if it wasn't for her, Diamond, Coco, Keisha T, and now Tarita. Right. In my opinion, I feel as though there's an emotional attachment to Latrice Daly. Definitely. He's emotionally scarred. But he's emotionally scarred as if he wouldn't have went over there using her. Exactly. Lele was not with him at the time for that. Lele was not with him. Exactly. Like, you don't even know what happened, ma'am. You came in on the tail end of it as just as anyone else. But this man was over there using her and treating her nasty when she was just trying to be there for him. Man in heels. She came from nothing. She's excited. She's excited to go Treese, enjoy talking about your abundance. Right. Coco got that food blind. I'm waiting. Right. Treese put him out and started dogging him first. So what pain does or did she have? Okay, she put him out and started dogging him because he was being disrespectful as hell. The pain comes from the fact that I allowed you to come into my home around my children. I spent money on you. I was nice to you. I showed you love and affection, and you were disrespecting me and being mean to me in my home. So regardless of what she dogged him out, he deserved to get dogged out. He was over there being ungrateful and acting as if somebody owed him anything. Because baby, I'm gonna tell you one thing about me. You would not have had this lady ordered a chef for his birthday, all of that, showering him with gift, putting him on her platform in front of thousands of people. You wouldn't have got none of that to me without no job. So at the end of the day, you all are acting as if she didn't have the right to be heard. Like, that's the problem that I have with people who have an opinion on the situation. You don't have to like Latrice. That's totally fine. Everybody ain't for everybody. But people are acting like they cannot see what Coco did wrong at all. They act like Coco just was this innocent man that came over there and he was just this angel and he did nothing to deserve being dogged out. So you mean to tell me if your ex-boyfriend get on the internet and dog you and drag you and tell everybody that he was just with you for money, you wouldn't feel the type of way? Come on, let's stop acting. Real talk. Exactly. Stop saying trees dog him out. So what he yeah, that's what I'm saying. They fell out. She did get on live several times and talk about him. She definitely did. And that's not right. So I'm not here to pacify her or make it seem as if she didn't do things wrong in that situation. However, he took his happy tail back after she did it the first time. You know, he you know what I'm saying, wanted the moolah. He wanted the bread. And when the bread wasn't coming fast enough, when he realized that he wasn't going to be able to just lay up and just, tell her anything for a check, when he realized that, that's when it became a problem. When he was getting frustrated because he realized that, hey, this lady right here got a personality on her. She probably got an attitude on her. And I'm not going to be able to just come over here and lay around and get her money easy like I thought. That's when it became a problem for him. It says his family had him pray on her where they do that at. She has a good heart. She has a good heart is what God asks to do for each other. Right. Like people act like she deserves to be taken advantage of because she's generous. Like at the end of the day, so you mean to tell me that just if you see an old lady walking down the street with her purse wide open and money's falling out, you gonna take it just because she may not realize it? Like stop acting as if this woman did not have the right to be upset. She had every single right to be upset. Period. Okay. It says you can't buy love though, in my opinion. I don't think he was ungrateful. I think he just did not like her once he got with her. She is hard to like. You can't do for folks and say, well, you're right. And now, that's what I'm saying. That's one thing that she's gonna have to realize now. You can't wave your money in people's face and then expect them to just do what you want to do. But no, I fought him because you should when you I'm pretty sure the first time y'all got into it, that was your chance to get the hell on and realize that this ain't for me. But you sat there and you kept going back and you kept going back. I'm sorry, y'all, it's my phone. You kept going back over and over and over again. 1 second, y'all. Okay, my bad, y'all. But yeah, that's my thing. My thing is he kept going back and he would have continued to go back. She had to end up just put him on out, but he would have continued to go back over and over again for the check. And then he bragged about it. If he would have just been a real man and said, look, I tried it, I didn't like it. Okay, that's cool. You know what I'm saying? But the fact that he, being on winning the detail about her, personal hygiene and things and acting like he was so disgusted, but you was over there over and over again and she had to put you out, sir. Lashana said he was on the camera talking to someone about her money. She was listening in and heard everything. Oh, okay. See, I didn't know that. See, that's why she was over there going off. Josephine said Lele was snooping around when him and Treese was together. Treese got receipts. He tried with the reins, but she got out of the way. She wasn't down with the mess. I respect, that was something respectable to do, right? So he was on that. So he was plotting on her. See, that's what I'm saying. Like he didn't give me, okay, I'm with her and she just ain't my type of gal. Like he didn't give me those type of vibes. He gave me because that's what I'm saying. He even said later on, he gives me, I'm broke as hell. I need a woman to help me come up because I don't have enough drive and ambition to try to figure this out on my own. Because that's what he said about D Reigns. He even said it about her. He was like, D Reigns is not my type because she has this going on. She ain't got her stuff together. She can't do nothing for me. I don't need a woman who can't do nothing for me. He's looking for help. He ain't looking for love. True, but he should have moved on. He thought he was the player, but the player didn't work right. Yeah, he did keep coming. Yeah, he kept going. That's what I'm saying. That's what I didn't respect. Like, it's okay. We don't have to, sometimes you get with somebody and they just a whole different person, especially once you live with them. So you have every right to be like, no, she ain't good for me. But, to then, like, to keep going back and for she had to put you out. So you probably would have still been there as long as the dollars was flowing. No. It says he would still be there if she would allow it. That's the best treatment he's ever had. Right. It says when Lele made that video saying she doesn't care how much Coco down. Yeah, like when she made that video, I was like, yeah, something wrong with you. something wrong with you, because as a woman, you just shouldn't even want to hear that. So you're amping up childish behavior from a grown ass man. Meanwhile, he's over there raking in the cat. Like, it's just too much. It's too much. It says, yeah, he used like for her body. He don't really like her. Wait for it. Yeah, I can smell a fallout coming, because there's already been tension. She's already had to out him one time and then go back and delete it and apologize and recant. It's gonna go down between them two too. Just wait. Now, moving on to her and Keisha T. Now, this was the big fallout that happened, I think, yesterday. It was the big fallout yesterday. So, like I said, Keisha T had allegedly been vibing with Diamond, and I guess her and Diamond had been, you know, um, getting together. And Latrice didn't like that or whatever. So Latrice, like I said, she went live and she talked about it or whatever. She talked about, how it was fake. And Keisha T then went on to come onto her live, and she decided that she was trying to go off, honey. She decided that, hey, look, I'm about to go off. I'm finna go in because you ain't finna bully me. So Keisha T says that she felt like Latrice used her for content. She said that she never needed as much help as hey, Erica Kelly's podcast. Thank you for showing some love. Thank you. It says blessed as a yes, it is, and he's going to do it on camera. Watch, Lele is definitely, yeah. Lele is next, honey, and I'm gonna be right here with my teacup sipping, because it's coming. It is coming. A man like that is gonna always throw a hissy fit and get mad and exposed, because he want attention and he wants some money, and he gonna do anything for a check. But yes, so Keisha T, she went live and she said that Latrice used her from day one for content. She never needed as much help as Latrice tried to make it seem like. She always had somewhere to go. I said, yeah, he was already talking to Lele when he was living with Latrice and it came out. Oh, see, that's some tea right there. KT said on several videos that Tree said, you don't owe me money, friend, you help me out. See, that's what I'm saying. She was being fake too, but yeah, she was like, Latrice was, being controlling. Latrice felt like just because she did this and that for Keisha, that she would ask Keisha to do things like go get her car in the rain, and she wasn't about to be a puppet. And Latrice took over her page and wrote somebody from her page, and she got her page blocked, and Latrice was trying to control her. She used her because she was trying to get back at Coco. Then she got on there and apologized to Coco, which was weird as hell, because why the hell are you apologizing to Coco? So I'm gonna give you my whole, and if y'all want to see the whole live that Keisha T did, it's out here on YouTube. She ended up deleting off her page, but it's still out here in the virtual streets. Lashana said he wanted 10,000 or more to do the same thing. He got locked up for. She heard him say this little $600 she give me every week not enough. She was trying to keep what? See, that's what I'm saying. This little $600 that she giving me is not enough. Why is anybody giving you anything, sir? You can go get a job and they'll give you more. If you want more than $600 a week, go look on Google, go to Indeed, go to some of these staffing companies, go to these temp services, see who gonna hire a convicted felon, and then you'll get you more than $600 a week. For you to even be on the phone talking about someone giving you hard-earned money out of their pocket, talking about it's not enough. Are you kidding me? But this is the same man that everyone claimed is so innocent. Everybody claimed Latrice did him so wrong, but you're on the phone telling somebody that $600 that she giving ain't enough. Nigga, go get a job. Coco even said if he didn't have a TPO in him, he would be back with, right, man, please. He would be back for that check. They said then Lele has been lying out alone. She said that she doesn't know Latrice and she was not aware of what went down between Coco and Latrice. Exactly. So how you didn't know Latrice, but you was talking to him when he was with Latrice? See, this makes what her being angry, this makes it even more justifiable. Just imagine you give a man $600 out of your pocket every week, thinking that you're looking out for him, thinking that you're helping him get on his feet, and he on the phone talking about you. Boy, I would have came out there and slapped that phone out of his hand. We would have been fighting. Yeah. That's why she was buying him stuff. Yeah, I remember her saying she was trying to get him I don't know if it was a car washing or some lawnmower or landscape. It was some type of business she was trying to get him. She was talking about helping him. She was saying how she would like allow him, she would give him money on cash out when they went out to eat so he can pay with his card and look like the man. She was really into him, regardless of how dumb it was, because it was a foolish decision to make, right? You can't buy no man. She was genuinely trying to please him and be there for him. So for him to turn around and make a mockery of that, regardless of what argument they had, that she didn't make a mockery of you. She just was hurt. It says KT allowed those women to push her up last night to go live. I bet she's feeling sorry. Yeah, I bet she's feeling sorry. Because that live didn't even make no sense that she made. He's going to be talking about Lele too. Watch, hanging on her face tomorrow. Yes, and I saw that as well. He was, Lele was obviously upset, and you're talking to her on the phone in front of everybody, and she's clearly upset with you. Like, nigga, get off live and talk to me. Yeah, lawnmower sword and a car. Why? Yeah, she was trying to give him the bag, and you fumbled it for some fame. Like, you could have been over there living a life, baby. Lele needs to watch herself, protect her professional career. She definitely does. She definitely does. No, she was homeless, and Latrice did help her pray for her eye appointment 2 times. She's on pill bag. Yeah, and I'm gonna get into that. Latrice is everybody cup of tea. You have to ask yourself why the other man stayed with her. Well, I don't judge women about not having no man because I don't got no man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't like that mindset. Like, that whole why they ain't got no man, why no man has stayed with her, because this is the thing. Latrice is a different type of woman. I will say that. I'm not acting like she's the ideal woman. No, she is not the ideal person to deal with. But a man not staying with her doesn't have anything to do with anything, because guess what? A lot of these men ain't hitting on them. Majority of these men out here, I wouldn't want them either. Okay? Like, so a man, her not being able to keeping a man nowadays is a joke. If you have a man 9 times out of 10, it's something going. You know what I'm saying? So I don't look at women and try to value them by their relationship status, because there's a lot of men out here who ain't doing the right thing. There's a lot of men out here who don't want to be real men. They don't want to go to work like our granddaddies and daddies did back in the day. They don't want to take care of the household. So it's a lot of trash men walking around. So I'm never gonna look at a woman and be like, oh, well, why she ain't got no man? Because these men ain't no prizes nowadays. A lot of the majority of these men, there's some good men out here. So I don't want a lot. I'm no offense to nobody's husband, but there's some good men out here. But baby, these men are not the prizes. So I'm not judging no female just because they ain't got no man. Because if I'm making millions of dollars and I want you to bring some success to the table, then that's probably why she ain't got no man, because she requires people, to come around her and do something with themselves. That's probably why she don't have no man. That was why no man has stayed with her. These men ain't hitting on that nowadays, Miss Shirley. So that's not, you can't. Maybe back in the 60s you can say, okay, well, why nobody ain't got no man? Because men back then did the right thing. But baby, nowadays that ain't no insult if you ain't got no man. Latrice is a common man in all these fair French relations. She is a common man. Like I said, she's not perfect, but she's definitely not she's definitely not totally wrong either, though. And I don't want right. Thank you, Miss Kathy. Thank you. Most of these women agreeing with him down in a woman. It shows they're low vibe women, in my opinion. Some are married to that. Exactly. Because Coco was definitely, I wouldn't have wanted him to stay. Okay. Period. Like, that's what I'm saying. So, but yeah, like looking, like, how can you look at Coco and be like, would you want him? Would you want a man who ain't got no job, who want to use you for a come up and talk about his ex-girlfriend every day to get cash apps? Is that what you would accept? No. But yeah, so back to Keisha T. So basically Keisha T went live thinking that she was airing something out. She really didn't air anything out. She just pretty much said that Latrice used her to speak out to get back at Coco, and she's sorry to Coco and all of that. I says, you're right. Husband and all dirty. Well, might as well, I guess that's okay. Period. But yeah, and she was just like, pretty much Latrice was trying to talk down on her. Latrice put her foot on her neck when she didn't have nothing. Latrice was against her. She didn't want to see her win. She had to go back to Florida and figure out how to get the channel monetized and blah blah blah. Then okay, period. And then who cash out pen? Why y'all saying no? Look, I'm lost. This show she was broke. Oh, okay, you talking about Keisha T. But yeah, then she was basically saying all that. Latrice did go live and clap back at her, and she went for the gutter now. She went for the gutter, and she said that she alluded that Keisha T had something and all that, and she went there with it, and they was talking about fighting. Keisha T said Latrice ain't gonna fight nobody because it's been situations where she could have fought. Latrice said she gonna be in Sarasota and she ready for him, and it just went low, baby. It just went low. Shirley said it's who she's choosing. She gets him off the street first out of jail. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, she has to choose better men. She definitely does. You made a good point. LOL, that's what Coco said all the time about his cash. Oh, y'all silly. But yeah, so and it went to the gutter. So they had a back and forth. And here's how I feel about Keisha T. Keisha T, be quiet. Just be quiet. You all kill me. When I say you all, the people who always fall out with Latrice, y'all kill me acting as if you all did not want the help, but you so gladly were reaping all the benefits before it got ugly. If you had somewhere to stay, then when Latrice asked you to come live with her, you should have said no. If you had somewhere to go, if you didn't need the help, then why did you accept the help? That's what be killing me. Everyone wants to make it seem like, well, she throws her money around. She did, she that. I mean, did she force the money into your cash app? You could have said, no, ma'am, I don't want to live with you. I have somewhere to live. So you want to get on here and try to spin the narrative that she was using you for content, but you were gladly accepting the money and the benefits. You should have been a real one and saw it for what it was and not allowed yourself to be used and said, no, ma'am, no, thank you. Exactly, sir. She needs some standards and self-respect within herself to find a decent man. Yes, friend. But yeah, so my thing is, Keisha, you talking about I was content. This is what I think happened. I think it was a trade for a trade. I think it was you didn't have your life together. Your life wasn't in order for whatever reason. Your life wasn't in order. You needed the help. You did, because if you didn't need the help, you wouldn't have accepted it. And so she wanted you to come and help her. But we've seen her do this with all of her friends. She's willing to foot the bill. She's willing to offer the help if you all help her build her brand. That's all she wanted you to do. So you're acting as if there was some malicious intent behind you being content when I'm pretty sure that was the understanding from the rep. You come down here, you help me with my business, you help me out, and guess what? I feed you, I clothe you, I throw dollars in your pocket. We'll help you get your YouTube, we'll help you get your page off the ground so you can start making money. So don't act like you were not aware that you were content. I'm pretty sure you came down here under the impression that it was going to be a trade for the trade type of situation. And if you had so much going on, and if you didn't want the help, you should have been a real one and said no. Okay? Period. Okay? Like, she was like, I was content. Duh. You were content. You were going to be help, and you were going to get compensated for that. Okay? Period. It sounds like an even trade-off to me, because I'm not trying to be funny, but it didn't look like you had a lot going on. It looked like you were struggling. So if you had the help, if you didn't need the help, we couldn't tell, because I would not get on no plane and go to another state if I didn't need help. Ma'am, you needed the help. Stop lying. Okay? YouTube, she came in one outfit, Trees bought food, shelter, and she was sick. Exactly, ma'am. You definitely needed the help, allegedly. It said somebody was on live there and said Keisha T was playing with money. She played Keisha T, help her with it. Yeah, like, and then she tried to make it seem like oh, my birthday is November 24th. It says she's gonna come after Roz next because she has teamed up with her too. She's always calling her name out in her video. She just will not stay in her lane, in my opinion. Oh yeah, yeah. But yeah. So that was confusing to me. Then she was like, she apologized to Coco. I'm like, girl, what are you apologizing to Coco for? If you witnessed something go down with him and Treese, and you spoke on it, that just is what it is. The way this man done dogged you, he wouldn't get not one apology from me. I don't care if me and Latrice fell out. So that's the thing about people on the internet. That's how y'all know y'all be fake. This is how y'all know y'all be fake. You all, if you real and you solid, y'all love to try to come on here and call Latrice fake and phony and this, that, and the third. But you just as fake to have somebody dog you out, disrespect you, and just because they don't like the same person that you like now you forgive it. It's not forgiving. If you dog me and trash me, Coco went in on Keisha T. Keisha T, they was calling you everything. They was saying you like you on drugs. They was talking about your appearance. They were dogging the hell out of you when you were with Latrice, and now you want to extend the olive branch because you and this lady fell out. Come on, that's not real. Regardless of what you and Latrice went through, at the end of the day, you seem to want clout and you seem to be chasing something. If you're gonna go link with the people who are gunning for her every single day, come on now. Yeah, she knows she was homeless. I wasn't homeless. I had somewhere to go. No, you didn't. You didn't. Coco just spelled up. Yeah, he always talked about her. Coco was just on live last week saying she was stinging, didn't wash for 3 days. But she told us I apologize, Coco. Girl, what? So now you apologizing to Coco, trying to get on the Latrice skin. Now when the Latrice start clapping back and start going in on you, y'all gonna swear she wrong. Y'all gonna swear she a disgusting person. But to me, I feel like if you and Latrice, if y'all personalities didn't mix, if y'all personalities didn't clash, okay. But for you to get on there and try to spin the narrative that, you try to spin the narrative that Coco is now owed an apology, man, gone. Girl, gone. Then she said Latrice, the skit that she did when her and Latrice fell out, she didn't receive any compensation from that. And she pretty much just said a whole bunch of nothing. Okay? A whole bunch of nothing. I'm just going to summarize it all up and say this. Yes, Latrice has a lot of room for improvement. She needs to understand that she has to understand that she is in a different place in life, and she's going to have to get some professionalism and some order and control over her brand. Period. Because if you keep rolling around in the mud with fleas, you're gonna, if you look, I can't even say it right. If you gonna keep rolling around in the dirt, you're gonna get up, with the dirt all over you. However it go, y'all. I don't know how it goes. It would say roll around in the mud with dogs. There we go. If you keep rolling around in the mud with dogs, you're gonna get up with fleas, Latrice. And please change the environment. Boss your life up, Latrice, because this type of stuff cannot keep going on. Treese fixed, she fixed her eyes. She paid for Diamond's son's funeral. For that alone, I would walk away in silence, let it be. We don't have to be friends, but I can never talk about you. Exactly. That's what I'm about to summarize and say. I don't care what went down and why Latrice and someone could not be friends. This woman has done things for you all that you all couldn't even do for yourselves. She provided a home for Keisha when you can even provide a home for yourself, and you're a grown, able-bodied woman just like she is. She paid for you to have a medical procedure so that you can feel better and you can even do it for yourself. And you are a grown, able-bodied woman just like she is. She fed you. She clothed you. So regardless of what character flaws she has that makes her unable to, the friendship unable to work, you should be thankful for that alone, and you should have more grace when speaking on the situation. I know Latrice ain't innocent, and she did go live and she was talking about people not being real friends, but she didn't get on here and dog you out. She didn't get on here and talk about none of your personal business until after you made her mad, until after you went live. But she just was speaking the truth. So if y'all fell out, y'all fell out. But for you to go try to align yourselves with people who are attacking her, what benefits are you going to reap off of that, ma'am? Because let's just be real. We wouldn't know any of you all if it wasn't for Latrice. And she gave you a following. She gave you a platform. You being around her, you reap just as many benefits as she did, ma'am. So for that alone, you should be thankful. Period. You don't have to kiss her ass. You don't have to be around her and be her friend. Hey, first baby mama. But girl, don't get on here acting like she used you. If anything, you use her. Now you have a following full of people based off of her not liking her. I would never be friends again with nobody talking about me like that. Yeah, me and her would have nothing to say to each other. Blessings. What Trees does do disgusting gross things would make her disgusting in my opinion. Alrighty. It says, let's see. I'm gonna see this internet women helping when he gets back into that hole. Let's talk. Exactly. When them cash apps dry up, because they're going to. And when it's time to talk about something else, let's see how that go. But yeah, I just was astonished by that. And people on there like, oh yeah, that's right, Keisha, she used you, I feel so bad. You feel so bad. The real question is, why wouldn't to all the people who fell out with Latrice, the real question is, why y'all didn't have y'all shit together before y'all met her? And then it wouldn't be none of this. If y'all had y'all shit together, if you all were handling your business and doing the things that you need to do as adults to stay afloat just like everybody else, then you wouldn't even been in this situation in the first place. Period. Nika Reacts TV just posted that Treese made a fake page with Diamond face on it. That's a quick way to get Diamond's page. Interesting. But this is the thing. How do they know that Latrice is doing these things? Anybody can make a fake page. I'm gonna need some hardcore proof on that. I feel Trees helped all of them out, and like she helped all of you all. Like Diamond, this lady helped you and paid for your son to be buried. Like that is a big deal. Not saying you have to stay friends with her, but let's be real and stop acting as if she did nothing, because she did a lot. She did a lot. I don't understand how they can hate on her so bad about her circle, mainly when we really don't know nothing about them, because the internet should not enough. Yeah, it's not enough information. Just like, now people are accusing her of making a fake page of Diamond, but how do y'all know where the fake page came from? A fake page could pop up anywhere. There could be somebody sitting back, plotting on all this drama, trying to make it seem like it's Latrice, but it's not. Girl. I don't at all. I used to last year. Her demonic voice bothered my spirit. But yeah, but I'm gonna say all this to say is this: for all the people who want to make it seem as if Latrice is waving her money and she manipulated them with her money, and they were just so innocent, and they didn't want to they really didn't need the help, and she forced his help on them. Listen, in 2022, be a real and don't sit around and reap the benefits and let people throw money in your face to do whatever you want to do, whatever they want you to do, and then be surprised when something go left. It's going to go left. That's why, as an adult, we all need to learn how to be self-sufficient. Period. Okay. Period. But I just hope that Latrice learns to keep her circle small, because Keisha T going live was kind of like, I get it, I get it. I would not expect for Keisha T to go up there and be somebody's slave, right? I would not expect for you to go up there and be her do girl just for a check. But at the end of the day, what were you there for? What were you there for? You were there for something, ma'am. And then as far as her helping you get monetized or whatever at the end of the day. And she was like, yeah, y'all, if y'all don't pay for her class, she not gonna be able to get you monetized. She ain't giving no real information. She gave you the following. That was enough. She gave you the following and she introduced you to the platform. Everything else you need to figure out on your own. So what did you all expect her to do? Did you all just want to sit back and just let her take care of y'all and cater to y'all and kiss her feet and y'all weren't gonna be of no help? Y'all knew what it was. Stop acting like y'all didn't know what it was. Period. Her expecting something out of you is not unreasonable. Her expecting for you to be of some type of help for her is not unreasonable. Now, if she was up there talking to you crazy and ordering you around, then you could respect to being like, all right, Latrice, I'm gone. But to get on here acting like you didn't need no help, you know damn well you did, and now you friends with people who called you a crackhead and said you was on drugs. Oh yeah, Latrice did spill the tea. She said that, Keisha T is on pills very bad. Which, I don't want to put that on nobody, but it's clear that there's something going on there. Those weird fans people always throwing money around. They're not sharing, like Treese giving back. Right. My question is, ladies, would you be okay with your sons dating Treese or a woman like Latrice? And would you like for your daughters to date Coco or be a man like him? I damn sure would want my daughters to be nobody like Coco. I will say that. As far as I don't have a son, but if I had a son, would I want him to date someone like Latrice? Latrice does have a lot of room for improvement. She has a lot of things that she needs to work on, but I'm not gonna dog her and make it sound like she's a disgusting person because we all have room for improvement. She just displays her on the camera. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot of people that do a lot of things that are not right. It's a lot of people that do a lot of things that, that I wouldn't do. So I wouldn't just write her off. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying that she's perfect. I'm not saying that she's an angel. I'm not saying that I want my son being with somebody like her. All I'm saying is she's not the worst person in the world, and she doesn't deserve a lot of this hate that she's getting. That's the thing. Every time something happens, it's always Trees. I do not believe it's Trees for sure. Somebody else doing all this right. Um, but why does it matter? Just enjoy the live content. But yeah, so I would just say, ending it off, just my overall opinion is that I'm so sick of the Latrice bullied me, Latrice used me, Latrice didn't. I'm so sick of that narrative that everyone who falls out with her is trying to play. All of you all, in my opinion, were some leeches. Okay. All of you all used her following to come up, and you no longer were interested in being her friend when y'all should have just been real from the beginning. It says, how much is Treese paying you? Oh, she ain't paying me nothing, baby, because if she was paying me, honey, y'all would know. Baby, I have a job, okay? I have a degree. I make more than enough money to take care of myself. Latrice ain't got to pay me nothing. This is just the internet. This is just my hobby. I like doing YouTube. I like running my mouth. And just because my opinion does not match what your opinion may be does not mean I'm getting paid, ma'am. I don't need to be paid by Latrice, honey. I have money too. But it says Treese have a good heart. She needs to learn how to separate the sheep from the wolves. Exactly. She has a good heart. She's just going to have to get the confidence to surround herself with like-minded people and surround herself with people who are on the level that she's on. And she needs to learn how to take herself to the next level. She needs to understand that, it's okay to improve. It's okay to grow. It's okay to well, cutie, you want to get blocked, cutie? Well, don't come in here being aggressive. This ain't no aggressive live chat. We all love and fun and chat over here. Don't come over here trying to argue with me, because anybody arguing with you. You asking was I getting paid? I just told you that I'm a degreed professional. I do not have to be paid by Latrice. Don't come over here trying to be aggressive. Now, if you want to stay, just be nice. But yeah, this is very neutral over here. Very neutral, definitely, because Latrice definitely has room for improvement. She most definitely does. If y'all hear some shots, they may start shoot for New Year. So I'm gonna go ahead and get up off here. But yes, I think that she needs to understand that she is going to have to understand that in when you're elevating in life, it requires separation. It requires you to change. It requires you to grow. It requires you to look at yourself and make the necessary improvements. You cannot get comfortable. You're not going to grow if you're comfortable. Hey, Shanteria Davis, y'all. Check out my girl, Shanteria Davis. She sells excellent body butter, Body Butter Babes, LLC. I have a video on it on my page. Check her out, honey. Check her out. Yeah, what's going on? Like, yeah, like, girl, go on. I don't come up here trying to mess up the vibes. Maybe Treese ain't paying her nothing. They just probably share the same morals and ethics. Exactly. Thank you, Miss. Wait a minute, Miss Shirley. Is you trying to be shady or what? I'm saying thank you, but look, is you trying to shade me, Miss Shirley? All right, and that lady she needs to be on the slow bus with Coco, but she always dog Treese out. Yeah, yeah. What truth, ma'am? You don't know me. I'm just doing commentary on Latrice. What truth? Okay, you finna get blocked. Cause you coming over here trying to insult me and you don't even know me. Okay. How you block somebody on him? But anyway, but yeah, so back to what I was saying. All in all, because I'm gonna let you all go, but all in all, she just needs to understand that there is improvement that needs to be made. She needs to get with the professionals to consult with them about how she can move forward with her brand. She needs to stop picking up all these strays, trying to help them, and then be surprised when they turn on her. And she needs to understand that being wealthy and having money does not give you access to everything that you want. You're going to have to get out here and do the legwork to make sure that you have the right people on your team, the right people in place to help you go where you need to go. But you just cannot pick your friends up off the street, and just because they homeless in the job doesn't mean they're going to be able to help you grow your empire. You know what I'm saying? That doesn't mean that. Oh yeah, you blocked cutie sweets. But yeah, yeah, so I will just hope that she does better, because that whole Keisha T situation was just pretty much, it was I get where Keisha T is coming from, where she's saying she did not want anyone to feel like they can bully her or talk to her any type of way. But I feel like, Keisha T, you were being underhanded, you were being messy as well. So stop trying to act as if you were not trying to be messy. Going to link up with people who you know damn well don't like her, that's a messy move for anybody. So please stop trying to throw the rocks and hide your hand. You benefited off of being around her. You gained your following off of being around her. So at the end of the day, you reaped some of the benefits as well. If anything, you all used each other. Okay. Period. Period. So I'm gonna need for the blame game to stop. All of you all who have fell out with Latrice, and I'm not gonna say all, but especially Diamond, Keisha T, all of that, you all came around her. She helped you allowed her to help you, instead of speaking up and being a grown woman and having a backbone and saying, no, I don't want your help. You could have got out here. You had the option to get it out the mud like everybody else. You had the option to figure it out just like everybody else. You didn't choose the option. You chose to be around her and build a following and then run. So at the end of the day, regardless of what transpired, Latrice ain't perfect. She's probably not an easy person to deal with, but let's not pretend like anyone's innocent in this situation, because all of y'all done did some things that are a little questionable. But that's all I have to say about the situation. I just think that Latrice needs to understand that it's time to grow. Get with you a professional PR team. Get you somebody that works in marketing on your team. Go to someone go to someone and consult with them about your brand and take this thing to the next level. But let's stop rolling around in the dirt with these people who are not even on your level. And not no shades to these people. Everybody is figuring out. So this is not shading people who may be going through a hard time. There is nothing wrong with going through a hard time. But at the end of the day, we all have the same 24 hours. And if you allow someone to extend their help to you, don't turn around and act as if you didn't want it. It says, when you live your life on social media, people are going to have opinions. If treats whoever else don't like it, well, no, it's not about having opinions. It's about people are trying to. It's okay to have an opinion, but there should still be boundaries, and we're still humans at the end of the day. And people take it too far. God just showed her that before the new year to clean her circle and start over, but don't get new friends like her. Exactly. And this is just a test. Every time God is about to change your life, I think God wants to give her more. He wants to take her in a different direction. She always talks about wanting to do music and do movies and do things bigger, but he's trying to show her that before I'm going to be able to bless you and put more on your plate, you're going to have to do better. You're going to have to clean it up. You're going to have to get some real organization up in this thing. So he's just cleaning her table for more blessings. And I hope that she uses as a lesson and not a distraction. I hope that she, doesn't feed into the back and forth. I hope that she just moves forward with just making sure that this is the best year of her life, and she makes the necessary changes so that we can see the real growth and potential that she has. But that is all I have to say. Thank you all for hanging in here with me tonight and joining my live. I really enjoyed conversing with you all and chatting it up. So, like I said, thank you all. If you are listening to them and you are not subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I'll try to go live sometime next week. I work as well, you guys. So my off days are Thursday through Saturday. So I will probably try to go live Thursday with you all just to catch up. But I really, really enjoyed speaking with you all. And I want y'all to have a wonderful night. Just he said, God showed me even I had, yeah, family, friends, all of that. Thank you, Tracy Reeves. Thank you. Thank you, guys. You all enjoy your new year. Be safe. Embrace your friends and your family. And I will see you all in my next video. Love y'all. Good night.